reaction video. Before we go ahead and get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is for my Purple Heart gang members. I know some of you guys are in different time zones. I usually go live later on in the evenings, so I know a lot of you guys are actually sleeping while we're up. So you guys will catch this on my channel when I upload it. You guys can just go ahead and tap into that later on. So today I wanted to just go ahead and talk a little bit about the whole TikTok ban or no ban situation, and kind of why this should be an eye-opener for content creators in general. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that. Just give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. All right. So I wanted to talk about, like I said, the whole situation surrounding TikTok and the threat of the ban, and why this should be an eye opener for content creators, right? That's what I said last. So my whole standpoint on this is, depending your whole livelihood on these apps is very dangerous to begin with. That's just my opinion, right? I guess I'm old school, right? I believe in the 9 to 5. I have a 9 to 5, although it's not a traditional 9 to 5 because it's a hybrid schedule. It's still a 9 to 5 in the sense that I do get up and work outside of the home in a non-social media environment. Yes, social media has been awesome. It has allowed a lot of us to, do a lot of things that we wouldn't necessarily have gotten to do if these apps were not created. The Facebooks, the YouTube, the Instagram, the TikTok, all of it, right? But what we've seen over the last couple of years is that this income stream is very precarious, right? You could be up 1 minute and just boom, down the next. Like, it's very unstable in terms of the fact that it's based on, other people contributing to your income in a way that's non-traditional, right? You have to depend on views and sponsorships and things of that nature, which in itself can fluctuate. Views go up and down, people lose interest, they come back, they leave, they come back. It's not steady, unless you're like, you have like a mega platform. And even, well, I can't even say that, because there are people with millions of subscribers that barely get any views. And again, that's just based on the hot and cold of the situation, right? People can lose interest in your stuff. People can, dislike your content. They can dislike the direction of your content. They can stop watching. All type of stuff can happen. You can also, end up in violation of certain things, and you end up losing your platform. And we've seen that happen. Luckily, we've seen people get their stuff back, but there have been people who've lost their platforms and hadn't been able to get them back. So that's what I say when I say, like, we have to get out of that mindset. I know this is like a new generation thing where people don't even want to talk about working. They don't even want to talk about going into an office. They don't want to talk about, going to college, university, getting a skill and acquiring a career. They just want that fast money quick. They want to go viral, hit that money, and just keep it going. And that's not for everybody. Like, let's just be for real, right? That's not for everybody, or everybody would be doing it. It is not that easy to do, right? There are people who do get lucky, and they do go viral, and they do take off that way. But that's a dime a dozen. And as time gets harder, as the economy and all that stuff gets affected, politics and all of that stuff happens, it will get harder and harder, right? So this is a time to branch out your income streams. You have to look at traditional work. I see tons of YouTubers that I've watched over the years going back to school to get a skill set, or picking up where they left off when they dropped everything to do YouTube. Um, some people are doing side hustles. They're doing the Uber Eats, they're doing the Lyft, they're doing the whatever they need to do to generate that second stream of income. Third stream, fourth stream, fifth stream, whatever, right? They're branching outside of social media. I was just having a discussion about this where I said, social media is great, like I said, for you making your money and all of that stuff. But you do need life skills. You do need to be able to, you know, function in the real world. And that is going to require some skills. So at some point, you're going to have to look at acquiring those those skills, right? Number two, you should never put all your eggs in one basket. That's just a given, right? Um, you should always diversify yourself. So solely depending on social media to pay your bills is like not a good idea, right? These apps can be here today and gone tomorrow, literally. You can wake up and it can be gone, right? So these are not traditional companies in the sense that, you know they have to give you advance notice. You have this, you have that. This is not that. This is making fast money on the go, right? So you should always be using this as a way to utilize yourself in real life. Like, do something with it. Start a business, start a clothing brand, do something. You know what I mean? Branch off. Don't just, you know, depend on social media to pay the bills, because one day you can wake up and it could be all gone. And I think this is a lesson that should be taken from the whole TikTok situation, whether or not Donald Trump decides to save TikTok. Eventually, you will be right back at this situation in 4 years, right? Whoever is coming in, if they don't support this and that, we're right back to, will they ban it, will they not? And there is a little bit of information floating around about, China. Um, I think it's not allowing. It was supposed to be initially that you just couldn't update your app. Now it's going to be where you can't access it at all. So eventually they will get fed up with dealing with the whole thing, and they'll probably just remove it from, the American platform altogether. Now in Canada, we haven't had any issues about TikTok ban or anything like that. It is something that has come up. The government has spoken about it. A lot of countries have been addressing it from a national security standpoint. So yes, we have heard about it. But there wasn't nothing put out about implementing the ban. As far as we know, it's not a North American ban. It's just an American ban for right now. So, this again is just a wake up call, like, for content creators. Do not depend on social media apps to, fund your lifestyle. You have to diversify. You have to look at, um, multiple streams of income. That does not include social media. Everything should not be tied to social media. So traditional jobs, to me, having my traditional job with my benefits, my pension, my retirement, my stocks, my everything, that is very important to me. But I'm 46, so maybe I'm just outdated. I don't think so, though. I prefer to have that and know that that's concrete. I've worked and earned that over the years. I've built that, and that will be there for me when I decide to retire. That to me is important. Of course, making money on social media is great. That money allows us to run our business and do all this other stuff, and that's fine. But I also like to have a real life foundation. So I think that's important as well. And I think that's something that needs to be said. I see a lot of young kids just coming up. All they talk about is starting a YouTube channel and, getting their first camera and starting a YouTube channel. Like they're just going to become millionaires after the first upload. And I think, for the most part, a lot of YouTubers have been very transparent over the years about the fact that it is not that easy, and it has become harder over the years as the YouTube market has become oversaturated. Like everybody and their mother has a YouTube channel, literally, no pun intended. Literally, everybody has a channel. So of course, it now requires you to put a little bit more effort into hitting those goals. Not that it's not attainable, just that it's not as easy as it seems. It was a lot easier back then to become successful on YouTube, and this is just facts. So, they have done a good job over the years. I've seen many content creators letting people know, hey, this is going to take consistency, hard work. Everybody's always looking for the miracle answer. Everybody's always looking for the magic answer, like how to become rich on YouTube, how to become rich on Instagram, how to become rich on this, that, the third. And the fact of the matter is, it does take hard work, and it does take dedication, consistency, and it also takes a support system. A lot of people became successful on social media because they had their family supporting them in real life with real jobs, right? Let's talk about that. There are a lot of people who were able to stay home and create content full time because their partners were out working traditional jobs, which supported the lifestyle that they needed to live in order for this person to be able to just, sit at home and come up with content ideas and pursue those dreams. So, let's not ever forget that. I hear a lot of people downplaying the 9 to 5, which is why I'm kind of being a stickler about that. I hear a lot of people downplay people who work 9 to 5. Oh, go clock in, go do this, go do that. But if I woke up tomorrow and all the apps were gone, I would still go into work and clock in and get paid and have a pension and have retirement savings and have healthcare benefits for me, my family, all of it. Because I went to school, I worked hard, and I did the traditional route, right? So let's not ever downplay hard work. In the traditional sense, it can be beneficial. And I think a lot of people that started out YouTube in their younger years are now in their mid 20s going towards their 30s is understanding that, yeah, I need to have something concrete in real life. Like Instagram and all that stuff is cute, and yeah, it's good fast money and it's good money, never downplaying that, but I do have to have a traditional foundation to fall back on. And that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. I do hope that something can be worked out. Like I said, the ban doesn't really affect me because I'm in a different country, but I know a lot of people who do use TikTok, who are content creators, who do have like income coming off of that and all of that. And right now they're stressed about it. And I do understand that as well, because they did put in that hard work. Some people are still waiting to be paid by TikTok. So that's kind of up in the air as well. That's another thing that you have to always be concerned about, right? Are you going to get paid? Especially in this type of situation where you're using foreign apps. you know, it might be difficult for you to kind of go after that money because it's not a US or Canadian based app. So those are all things to take into consideration when, you know, divvying up your eggs into those baskets. Always have to make sure that you can access your funds. Always have to make sure that it's a stable app, it's a stable company that you're working with, all that good stuff. So, you know, just a lot going on, but I did want to go ahead and touch on that. I felt that it's something that I just needed to say. So thank you guys so much. If you made it to the end of the video, shout out to my Purple Heart member people. You guys will see this video later when I upload it. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the whole situation. Am I right? Am I wrong? How do you feel about it? And yeah, let me know if you also work a traditional 9 to 5 and how you feel about that. So thank you guys so much. Stay up and stay blessed, and we'll catch up with you guys in another video. Deuces.